could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Yeah, times are changing everywhere. Do we dream and do we dare? It's up to you, the door is open wide. Feel the rhythm of today, learn the part and join the play. The world is here, let's take it for a ride. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Larger, larger than, bigger, bigger than, living hopes and dreams. Every boy and girl, higher, higher than, brighter, brighter than, all you wanted and you know.
It's a brand new season. Welcome to 2018, and what a place to start after a brilliant 2017. Although we had one little blotch on our paper, and apparently it's what you see in front of you. So we're going to see if we can sort that out for you quickly.
Hi, and welcome to coverage of the EV Dynamics Inland Championship. And yes, things look a little bit different this season. My name is Nicole Kappa, and as your new host, I'm going to be asking the questions that you want answered this racing season, chatting to category reps and racing drivers. In the studio with me is Michael Broom, Justin and Devin Robertson, and they're going to be chatting to us about their plans for the 2018 season. But before we catch up with them, let's chat to our new headline sponsor for 2018, EV Dynamics, and our day sponsor, Amtech.
At EV Dynamics, we are proud to be the headline sponsor for the Inland Championship for 2018. At EV Dynamics, we manufacture and convert electric vehicles. This year, we saw the synergy with motorsport. We've got 6 cars on the track. And yeah, let's have fun and grow the sport together, and let's see where it takes us.
Amtech does sponsor the event, as usual, for the last couple of years. And then on a more personal note, we do also get involved with some of the racing teams as well. We like to develop certain products, especially for the South African conditions.
For sure, this is a new dawn for the EV Dynamics Inland Championships, and exciting times ahead. Michael, Bridgestone BMW Club Racing Series will also race with other categories this year, like Extreme Championship and Historic Tour. Tell us a bit more about that and your plans for 2018.
It's not just Historic Tour and Extreme Festival. We made a change this year to go back to what we used to do, where we race on our own events, and then we do our other rounds with other championships like Inland Championship, Historic Tour and Extreme Festival and so on. And we've done that because that brings back a lot more the social aspect we were so famous for. Also, a lot of guys that do our time trials want to see what happens with the racing up close, maybe try it out, and doing it on one of our days is not quite as serious as a regional championship day, etc. So I think it's going back, but it's going back for the right reasons, and I think we'll have a much better year that way.
Jan Everstein will defend his BMW Championship in a new car and a new class. Let's see if it pays off.
Thanks, Nix. Yes, indeed. Everstein in a brand new car, the number 1 car in Class B. He's going to be the man to catch this season and see if anybody can take that number 1 plate away from him. Other changes, Lorenzo Gauteng, of course, is out of his car, and David Kutsia jumps into that machine. So should be pretty competitive right from the word go. As they start to roll out now for race number 1, keep an eye out as well with Willie Erasmus jumping into that car on the right-hand side of the track, left-hand side of your screen, about 4th place. It's the old car that was driven originally by Rian Vust, and he's now in Viking and Big Boss colours. And the second Viking car getting a little bit out of shape through turn 1. Remember, we're going the opposite way around here at Midvaal, so it's slightly different lines and different braking markers that the drivers got to try and remember. In the mid-pack, it's already starting to get real, as you can see. And no holds barred here at all. And Shane Krobler diving on the inside in the Mayfair gearbox car, trying to make his way through. That BMW is very quick. And now as they get onto the back straight, this is where things really get to show what these cars can do. It's everything they've got, probably 5th or 6th gear depending on the boxes that they're running, and probably going to be close to the 280k an hour mark if you're in the top classes with those turbos. Coming through, looks like Erasmus under a bit of pressure there right from the word go, and is that the number 1 car? I think it might be, who's starting to come into the mix there. Just in the background, keep an eye on it as we come flying through into what was normally turn 1 and 2, and now becomes the final corners at Midvaal. Completing lap number 1. There we go, back into that mid-pack battle once again. As you can see, the Bridgestone car, the 000 car there. Bernard de Gouveia making some moves there on Wadley. Wadley losing out. De Gouveia bringing that Bridgestone car through the field rapidly. This Bridgestone BMW Car Club Racing Series is growing bigger and better every single year. And as you can see now, over 30 competitors on track at the same time. Morne Vasaki closing in there on the 317. And it's not a bad effort there from Matt Wadley. First time out for him, and looking like he could potentially be a front runner in Class D. Change up between Erasmus. Oh, Willie Erasmus is fighting hard there, and Paulo Lerao eventually just squeezing him out and getting around the outside of him at the end of the straight. But you can see that Erasmus is not going to give this one up without a fight. He comes straight back at him and looks for an opportunity. New colours, as I said, on that car, running in Rion Wust's old machinery, but with Big Boss backing, as always. Long season campaigner for the Big Boss team. Further back there, you can see 86 and 96 going at it, and 20 marks, and Sean Lamprecht. And, oh, good move there, sneaking through on one of the back markers, trying to just put that back marker between himself and the car behind. But the 86 and 96 battle continues as they come through the sweepers now, heading towards that big back straightaway. Oh, very close. Awesome to see this kind of action, and this is exactly what we expect all season long. The 3rd Viking car there, the 96 machine of Lamprecht. Oh, a little bit out of shape, and he's followed in sympathy from the car just behind. Here we go, back to that battle with Erasmus. Look at how he is having to push here. Lereo, left, right, centre, trying to find a way through there. Can he do it as they come up on the back marker? Blue flag waving, one goes left, one goes right. Erasmus has gone to the right-hand side of the circuit, and it's the right line to be on if you're into this first turn. But of course, into turn 2, it turns out to be the wrong line. You've got to try and drive around the outside. This is a very long left-hander. It would be a right-hander if we went the normal way around, and you can see how cars are getting out of shape. No fear, no limits, no equal. Well, that's what Lereo reckons, but right now it's Erasmus who is all over the back of him and trying to just outgun him. They are very evenly matched, these two M3s, and as they head up to that little back straightaway, when I say little back straightaway, it's over a K long. Whew, incredible stuff. Further down the field, there we go. Jimmy T, we haven't seen much of him, but he's now in a little bit of a fight there, as you can see, with the RSI BMW of Craig Ball, and Craig Ball dives on the inside into the left-hander. But Jimmy T is, well, he's been around this track a couple of occasions, so he'll certainly know where to place that SA safe car of his. Also running in Big Boss colours, a long-term campaigner as well for the Big Boss team, and now holding on. But he opens up the door. Wow, big mistake there. Craig Ball will make him pay. Jimmy T having to go a long way around as they get onto the back straight. Ball now takes up one position, of course, with that wing. Hopefully doesn't hinder him too much. You can see Jimmy T without the wing is able to close right up into the slipstream. He's going to be good enough on the brakes. No, he's not quite there. Just not able to use the slipstream effect. And in fact, he's outgunned himself. Running wide, and Ball did the same thing. Wow, the two of them were so late on the brakes that they made a big mistake and nearly went crashing into our cameraman's car. The AfriWave car out front, though, is the man they've all been trying to catch all day long. And you can see Jules Familiaris has got this one in the bag. Checkered flag waiting. The turbo class is going to go to him ahead of George Estrella. A great effort there from Paulo Lereo to beat out Willie Erasmus and Jan Everstein. It's Antoine Marks who takes Class C, and Warren Dodd beating out Gauteng and Hilligen there for the Class Ds.
So I'm actually extremely happy. I'm like even out of breath. Really pushed me. He also drove an awesome race. He's a very good luck driver. Power race, it was amazing. Awesome.
Nuwe kars vir nuwe uitdagings. Vir my was dit baie lekker en vir Paulo hulle bietjie net saam met hulle te kan ry. En ek voel ons sal hierdie jaar moet aanvat met alles wat ons het, maar baie dankie aan hom Edwin wat die kar gegee het en Big Boss aan hom voorberei. Dit is my baie awesome wees. Dankie.
Okay, Willie Erasmus doesn't look like a kid anymore with that beard, but he's certainly going like an absolute seasoned campaigner. Certainly the one to watch out for in that mid-pack as he comes through turn 1, right on the tailpiece there, once again, of the man he battled with all race 1. And now trying to go around the outside and just lose out to Lereo ever so slightly. But the two of them having to come from the back of a pack of cars that are very competitive. looking for ways through. As you can see, Everstein just diving in left, right, centre. That new car of his certainly looking good, and definitely in with a shot of maybe running at the front end as he gets to grips with it. Oh, looks like a bit of smoke coming from one of the cars there, either Craig Ball or maybe Shane Krobler off the circuit completely. The Black Knight, unfortunately, just being shown the way around and having to resume in about 4 or 5 positions back from where he was. Now as they head down that back straight away. Look at this. Billy Rasmus in the slipstream of 2 cars, but he can't use it because, as you can see, just squeezing out there, Andreas Meyer just hung onto that inside line and would not open the door. So I'll have to be looking for another opportunity to get through as they come back into the twisty section now. It's a triple left-hander into a very tight right-hander that takes them onto the main straightaway. And there you go. That's Ball falling by the wayside. Billy Rasmus going through on the RSI car. And it looks like the Viking machine starting to make its way further up the field. 25, unfortunately, out there. Problems there for Oz Bagioni, parked on the side lane. The pool man, unfortunately, out of this one. Here comes Krobler, late on the brakes, but smoking into turn 1. That might be a concern for a bit later on. We'll have to watch that Mayfair gearbox car. It looks like there might be something terminal on that machine. You can see every time he comes onto the accelerator, there's a big puff of white smoke. And there'll be a concern as well for, of course, the man with the number 1 plate. As you can see, Everstein all over the back of him. And he'll be wondering what is going on with that car. And he'd just like to get it out of his way. And that's what he's going to do now as he goes into this big left-hander that takes them onto the back straight. Krobler runs wide, opens up the door, and Loreo sneaks through as well. In the background, how is that for great camera work? 3x3 BMW M3s coming onto that back straight away. Krobler's got great pace, as you can see, but just concerned about the amount of smoke coming out of that car. He's just able to use a little bit extra down there, and looks like Loreo is going to try something here as they go into the left-hander. He gets through on Everstein. Everstein hangs on for now, but Jan Everstein may be waiting for someone else to go and have a go here at Shane Krobler. Doesn't want to be the protagonist who puts Shane Krobler into possibilities of making mistakes. And there's one. Wow, great bit of maneuvering there. The combined car just squeezing onto the inside, and unfortunately Krobler saw him coming and slammed the door shut. Everstein, Loreo fighting hard behind Shane Krobler. Just behind them, looks like there might be a change-up for what, about 5th or 6th place. There you go, eventually Paolo Loreo in the Combined Racing TuneTech BMW squeezes through. And is he going to force Shane Krobler into a mistake? Yes, he is. He eventually puts Krobler, and it looks like Krobler's got a problem now. Yeah, Krobler definitely slowing down there. Whatever that issue was is now becoming a hindrance. Let's see what it's like on the straight. The straight is where he seemed to have the power stall. It looks like it might be some kind of mechanical mistake that's happening on that car that is causing him to just drop by and out of contention. Yet again, some more cars go flying through there. The 4-car for Saki and 20 Marks and David Kutsia coming through there in the very first time in his car. Remember, he's just taken over that car from Lorenzo Gutteri. 3x3 as they go through the left, and now 2x2 out of the right-hander, coming back onto a short lefty. Whew, man, it's so close. So close. Good maneuver there from Erasmus, getting his way through on the 4-car of Morne Fasaki. And Fasaki now under attack. Out front, no worries at all for our leader, but in the mid-pack, continued battles right the way through. And as you can see, it doesn't stop there. Warren Dodd fighting with Cochran and Salvi Gualtieri. Gualtieri first time out in Class D there, looking good. And the Class D battle actually is one of the best on the track. We've got 5 cars very evenly matched. So as you can see, whatever they've done to sort out the power differentials of these cars and the way that they're going to work for Class D is definitely working. It's not working right now though. As you can see, slowing up very dramatically there. Macros with some problems. The 27 car flying through is Hilligen. He's already got a podium, so looking for another one here in Class D. Let's go back a little bit higher up in the field, and as you can see, the 4 car of Morne Fasaki under attack. David Kutsia is all over the back of him. Kutsia looking for a way through. It's a long way around there, but if you keep it right, you've got the inside line for the next turn, and in fact, that is some great driving. The downforce of that rear wing helping the BMW get through that turn, and of course with no wing on the blue car, some problems there for Morne Fasaki. He wasn't able to get the grip that was available to Kutsia on the outside. Kutsia runs a bit wide, but you can see he's just lining up to try and get the drive onto that back straight and close down on the cars just ahead of him. Well, once again, it's Julian Familiaris who has literally dominated at the front end, has not been troubled by anybody, and is going to take 2 wins out of 2 starts here today at Midvaal. Paolo Loreo incredibly hung on for 2nd place, but look at this battle to finish things off here. This is the mid-pack, and there's a couple of back markers being thrown into some Foster cars coming through here. Jimmy T is leading this whole pack out. Craig Ball trying to get through the pack as well, as you can see there in the mid-pack in that RSI car, and bits of BMW coming off on a couple of those cars. This is the final lap for these guys, and there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cars. Unbelievable stuff This is what Bridgestone BMW Car Club Racing Series is all about. And this is where you want to come start racing if you have got an old BMW that you want to come throw around a racetrack. Definitely an opportunity to get some great racing and awesome amount of fun. Jimmy T looks like he might just be able to keep out the pack. Yes, he is. And Craig Ball, he's going to come through there. And probably not too happy with down in 12th place overall. But in terms of the Class Bs, he didn't make it onto the podium. There's your podiums. It's Familiaris in the Class Ts. He wins out overall. Paulo Lara taking it from Everstein and Meyer. Marks, Temegliou and Lamprecht taking the Class Cs. Dodd, Cochrane and Gauteng finish up in Class D.
Yes, I'm very happy because of my mishap in race 1. So I just had to make it up and just put my head together, have a bit of good strategy, and then just keep the car on the track.
That's a wrap for this show. Remember to keep up to date with EV Dynamics Inland Championships via our website, Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. I'm Nicole Kappa. Until next time, goodbye.